Hello. How do you do? My first food I ate today, second food actually, since I ate my first serving of cooked mac and cheese, my Brazil nut. This is delicious. Very good. Journaling, yay. Instead of technology, modern, I suppose, journaling. I had a coffee earlier because, well, any of you watched earlier, I needed a coffee. Now I'm going to have my coffee and honey, and I'm going to have more. Oh. Any of you been eating mac and cheese today? I had mac and cheese lunch. I haven't been on the internet very. Oh, got an itch. Not very. So I haven't really watched any other videos. I don't know, have any from my social media been online ate mac and cheese. It'd be awesome to find out. Look and see myself. I don't trace anything, you know. You don't have to worry about hearing from me. Unless it's a contest and you win, and yeah, you give me your address to send to and name, fine. That's good. That's awesome. But other than that, you won't ever hear from me other than via live streaming, community posts, videos, blogging, because I don't do all that other stuff. I don't go to doors and windows. I don't know how. So, that's it, really. I'm working on a contest. I haven't figured it out yet. But it's like I'm going to give a gift card to the winner. And I see that I've got more subscribers. I've actually noticed that earlier today, that I've got more subscribers, I believe. I'm hoping to get more, because then, you know, more, better the greater, my live streams and videos and community posts. Community posts are like advertising future live streams and videos. Excuse me. Videos. Social media. And, yeah. So today's mac and cheese day. I'm still doing some other foods. Stay tuned to find out what else I'm eating. Although, good afternoon, Avril. You are looking lovely in pink today. Do you have a Twitter X account? Sort of. I haven't used it in a while. I don't use it very. It's too violent on there. There's too much violent images there, so I don't usually go there very often. I don't even post. I was going to do some stuff, but then it's just, if anything, it's sort of like TikTok and all that, you know. TikTok and YouTube, do I watch it? For some reason or other, even there's other videos and stuff that come up automatically, and some of it's animal cruelty, and I just can't watch. It's just too upsetting. Because my stuff I put out there is not anything that's animal cruelty. I don't promote that one little bit. Abuse of any kind, abuses, I don't promote. So I just try to keep away from all that. I like to go where it's entertainment and fun and pretty. I agree. Thank you. And it doesn't matter, because it's all pretty. I like to look at pretty all the time. I don't like to look at any of that other negative stuff. Negative body negativity. I just don't like it. And all historical, all geographical, all financial, all new, such as PETA and Canada WWF or WWF Canada, and all other kind of types, organizations that are anti-cruelties to animals, all about animals. And stores too, that showed and told and show and tell and promoted a vegan and don't euthanize. And I'm like, really? It's difficult. Were I to be a pet parent more before my next mac and cheese day, July 14th, I'd do it all again the exact same ways. Were I to have a sickly cat in the end, sickly fur baby in the end, I choose euthanasia, but I do it the gentle approach with sedation. so that the animal doesn't suffer any more than already sick. Nobody understands what cleaning up blood and urine and feces, diarrhea, vomiting, and all that stuff, and having the emotions of a sickly cat, crying and screaming and yelling, and as a condominium, they have rules and regulations, and some assholes who aren't worth a care false complaint that we were noisy. I mean, I kept him separate so that he was in a room where there was no walls, and the neighbors downstairs, other residents downstairs, upstairs could not heard a thing. Just a cat. The only names and all who, what, where, when, why, how could hurt any of that inside were the mentally ill and or mentally challenged. They weren't normal other people. Because he was separated from, he was separated so that, even when he went out, I tried to time it so that the neighbors, other residents could see and hear him howling and meowing to, at, on, in, out from elevators. And he was too heavy. I couldn't take him down the stairs. He would have done that all the way there. As soon as he was gone, and I had him on a bag. I laugh if I hurt myself before June 5. And 14 pounds of pure cat on my hips. Clunking him down, take him to the vet, put him in his ride, take him there. And then June 5 happened, and it's like, oh my. And then I had my meltdown earlier today about it all, grieving. And I'm like, what stalker's going to try and put me on an antipsychotic, Ritalin, and or Risperidone now and next? Because I don't deserve any. I just tried to stay off my pain relievers and muscle relaxant to get through today because I wanted to do today. I didn't want to fall asleep before midnight, I wanted to keep myself awake. I have that mac and cheese. I have that mac and cheese. I have that mac and cheese. My knee is painful. My back, my neck right here. Oh, back. Oh, this was painful today. Oh, very painful. I woke up with it. I was like, oh. And I hugged it all night long. I should really maybe invest in one of those things that, and keep it to and just have it walk around like that for a couple of weeks, not move it at all. When I go out today, I'll be wearing those wrist strap things. Do I go out? But not today. What day is today? No, not today. I don't have anything to do today. Well, when is my appointment? I have to go somewhere later this month. I have an appointment. I have to go to the hospital about this stupid thing that they alleged. They don't know what they wanted me to factually go on Amazon and order a splint there. The doctor wanted me to go on Amazon and buy a splint there. Deja vu. And I'm like, no. I'd rather go to Walmart and or a pharmacy place. And, I even tried to get something out of Dollarama. Why instruct a patient to go to Amazon? Instead of healing it, They should have done healthcare more and healed this. Broken wrist, etc. Healed it all already. What is it? Made another cast, splint, or a proper size splint. They should have replaced the small with another size free. tea? Okay, I'm making you tea. Oh. Hello, Marcus. Hello, Funny Cotton Clip. Can you tell us about your lovely necklace? How was your day? Hi. Hello. Excuse me. Oh, isn't this pretty? I like it. It's originally I was going to wear it winters, Christmas times, stuff like that. Solstice, winter, Christmas. And then my cat died, and I just came across it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to wear it. I like it. I know Bellis perennius, allegedly, factual Bellis perennius, Bellis daisies, etc. Bellis. I like evergreens. I like pine cones. I like trees, and as and all the alleged magical properties, definitions, and meanings, pine cones, and all psychology meanings and definitions, pine cones, pines. It makes me feel better. It reminds me of my cat, the one that died this year, and all the other fur babies that died. It just makes me feel better, you know. And it's silver, and I put it on me because it was a Monday. Mondays are silvers and white that I like to wear, so I put this on, and I took it off, and I put it on my, I use the symbols hearts most of the time when I'm online, a gray one and a yellow one mostly. And so I have a necklace like that I wear. Then I put this on, but because of this, I didn't take it off yet. And today, being Monday, colors white and silvers, I'm wearing silver. And I just, I used to want to wear pearls and everything, but that cat, it just, Rudy Noel. It's not pearls, it's not gold, it is what it is, and I like it. I mean, isn't that pretty? And as you know, when that cat of mine alive, I used to like it when I was younger, snowing, and so I tried to, come out more, and it just reminds me of those good winter days, not all the bad ones, for babies, the good and the bad, the good and the awful, I should say, and the good and the sad, happy and sad, and I'm happy, or with this, makes me feel better. And it makes me hungry. I want to eat some maple syrup or maple, and honeys. And I've got my honey coffee. And we did adopted bees online, honey bees. The necklaces didn't last very long. And hopefully before the end of the year, as the company's still saving bees, I can adopt another bee in memory of my cat. Maybe more than one, maybe, and, because I am, I suppose, pet parent honeybees. We are, and they make me happy. I'm celebrating those lives. Honey in my coffee. I know some bees have died already, whether it's those bees or other bees, haters. bees. I mean, I wouldn't want a bee necessarily buzzing around in my home. Although, you know, bees, and I like bumbles. I don't always used to get stung by bees. They used to, some bees would use me as like a branch, or maybe because they thought I smelled like a flower, they went to get some nectar. I don't know. They were really cute. Some bees are very, if not all bees, when all beautiful creatures, all of them. They really are. Some people deluded themselves that I like bugs. I don't necessarily want them all. I especially don't want them in my home. I would use an exterminator should, could, can, may, must, and need I. Although, outside, that's what I mean, the alleged pollinators. I mean, even on my balcony, I have some flowers that, some plants for them to, does any bees want to come up and get some nectar or butterflies, whatever, pollinators? More than welcome. The Condominium Corporation cannot stop that. They cannot disturb and annoy those. And I think it's fascinating, all that, all historical, all geographical, all financial. Yet indoor flowers, they blossom and everything without any pollinators. Alleged. Actual. I love bees. I mean, I had a complete and utter meltdown earlier. I'm feeling better, Honey bees. Some people think they're creepy and crawly, but they're not. They make delicious food, alleged. Factual. Cheers to nature, I suppose. I mean, a honeybee. And I love bumbles. Do you ever see those queen, like big bumbles, the fluffy ones? Oh, I love those. I was somewhere a year or so ago, earlier, and a road trip, day trip thing, and there was all these bumbles. And I was like, ooh, I want some bumbles. I found some bumbles. I was like, yeah, I got some bumbles. And I stood around waiting to see if one would latch on. I was like, bumbles, bumbles, bumbles. You just want to reach out, just have a feel. Reminds me of a pussycat purring and beyond. Just want to have it. And I would have loved to have, I would like to have a bumble crawl on me and just rest a while. I'm not going to hurt it. I'm not going to pollute it or anything. It was just be like a little massage. The honeybees are busy, hopefully making more honey. Without any haters and stalkers killing them off. Including all those pesticides and fumigations. Hopefully nobody, pesticides, nothing, nobody, weed killers or nothing. All the bees are flourishing out there. Making the world an all better, all healthier, all happier places. With and or without one new Bellis perennius, with and or without one new Bellis daisy plants. Yes, it's lovely, suits you well. You're very kind and lovely, Avril. I'm glad your mood has improved. You deserve to be happy. Save the bees. Yes, save the bees. Save the bees. Yeah. Save all the alleged pollinators. Save the pollinators. Save the Avril and Pets for Babies Bellis Fairies Gardens. Let the bees enjoy. Outdoors. Bees. I'm going to wear yellow today. A little bit of yellow. Bees. And too, yellow does mean I would have rather stayed home with my alive pussycat, but my cat died. Although, I'm not going to stop it. There's days where I would have liked to did nothing. Absolutely weeks many days, more than 2 days a week, I would have rather stayed home and did absolutely nothing except be with my mom, plants, and cat. Rudy Noel. Maple syrup. Oh, I'm craving that so much. Christmas is coming. 100%. Even those little maple. Do you remember Forest Valley? I don't know that I was ever there, but I've been shown and told and heard about it. Forest Valley. All those beautiful trees. You know when children used to take taken on alleged road trips for the day and or whatever, and Forest Valley. Oh, Canadian maple. Growing up can be so much fun, and then it just stops. And I'm like, I want some maple. I want some syrup. I'm craving sap. Honey. I should actually go look and see if I can find my bee. I have photos, digital. I should go see if I can find my mom and I, our bees, and my cat bees. We should see some of those bees. I don't even know my cat died. Those bees. I haven't contacted them any. Let them know. Gotta buy another bee. I want to buy another honeybee. I need to adopt another honeybee. Bees. Have some maple syrup, maybe with waffles or toast. Toast, yeah. Pancakes. Nowadays, you can just get instant pancakes, you know. Just go to the grocery store and buy a box and just add water and just put it in the pan, cook it, and that's it. Now that I have time on my hands, my mom and I could have another order. I can make pancakes. Use a quarter that I used to put aside my pussycat and use that quarter to pay for my pancakes. The coffee that goes with it. Honeybees. They're beautiful creatures. I like all the. If you don't know what it feels, I mean, unless you're highly very allergic, you have to. It's just a feeling. Well, when they come, and the noise, the sounds they make can be a bit annoying if you're not used to it. But eventually, you differentiate between a honeybee, a bee, and a mosquito. But they don't hurt like the mosquitoes. You know how mosquitoes can bite and suck like little vampires. A bee can just not all sting. They can just all, bumbos, etc. They just have a crawl all of their own, and it feels so good. It's not sticky or rough or anything. It's just load it up and they go buzz off any chance they just buzz. And then sometimes they just settle and you do and you don't want to flick them off like a mosquito, but you don't want to piss them off, right? Because they can, some bees can kill. Just wait it out if you have time. Just let them just sit there, wait, hope for the best, and then be able to show and tell. The bee didn't sting me. And just have that memory, bee, and then go wash it off. Soap and water. After bees left. No, bees sting. It's really interesting. It's just like all spiders. They don't all bite. It's like all caterpillars and butterflies, dragonflies. They don't all bite. But then I'm talking country. Ravines, cottage, lakes, country, all that, I'm alive. I'm how old now? I've lived it. And I've loved it, and I liked it. And I've had my disappointments along the way. But one thing I have learned, if you open doors and without screens, never leave honey out in the open. Never leave syrups out in the open, because if there's a bee, and the bee, for some reason or other, one and more, sense that there's honey or syrup around, even outside, well, they come a running. They, I don't know what it is, the attraction, the stupidity. I don't know what the bees, although, you know, they'll go after anybody and anything when they're mad. A dog, a cat, themselves. It's an interesting species when they get pissed off. It's an aggression that's just, they get aggressive and agitated. It's funny. I've had bees just show up on my balconies ledges, just suntanning themselves. Not a care in the world, just there, without a care. Now maybe they were trying to kill my cat and or me, but they didn't try. They were just sunning themselves, enjoying the beautiful sunshine, the heat of the sun, and then they did a whiz around and buggered off. It's quite funny to watch nature. I could do it for hours and not listen to TV, radios, any kind of entertainment, because they're my news and entertainment. It's just fun to watch. And have a fly swatter handy. I sometimes used to have my cell phone handy, sometimes where I was, and I didn't mean to cause animal cruelty. It's just I was like trying to ward them off and like, stay away from me, you're mad at me, keep away. I needed a fly swatter, a piece of paper, just so that it could, okay, land on that, piss off, bugger off, on you go, move on to the next one. It's not me. And then there's other times when I just used to get up and run. When I was like nature hiking or doing walk fits, I'd be walking around the world of myself, and then all of a sudden I'd be zooming along. You'd see me maybe taking a little short sprint. It wasn't always running for my ride. I was running away from a bee. I remember one time I was out walking, and a bee all of a sudden started whizzing around my face, and I was like, ay. I just waited it out, just put my hand up, and just flicked it away. I don't know if it landed on me elsewhere, nor do I care. I just walked it off. Hot mama. And shake it off. And usually when I come in out, when I used to most often to go and wash, put my clothes in the laundry, wash it up, walk it off. Run, it's an angry wasp. It's an angry honeybee. It's an angry bumble. It's a bee. Run. And then just laugh when all that happens. The most violent thing that should, can, could, may, must, and need ever happens to one and more other. Not that I created it, although it can. A mosquito. Blood-sucking vampire. And then I've had my fair share, and I'd have the itching. Oh, the agonizing itching of a mosquito. One and more mosquitoes. Oh, the agonizing itching. Oh, wherever it is, the itching. And if you're in the country, cottages, camping, whatever, and that load, you cannot, it takes ages to find that one humming mosquito, and then waking up one day saying, this itching. Yeah, it's quiet. Where did it go? Where did it go? We can't find the mosquito. It bit and it went, sucked some blood out. It's quiet. And then another one, get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom. Damn thing is still making the noise. And or sounds, depending what time it is. It's noise. Trying to figure out why it's still there. Or in this one, going on. Wondering what the hell. Going back to bed. And or sitting somewhere waiting for it to shut up. And I'm waking up the next day saying, oh, I got this itch. And laugh, sometimes it's a bite where you don't want to bite, you know what I mean, when you're a fella. You wake up the next morning thinking you have to go, it's like, it's itchy. And then coming yelling out the bathroom to go to the ER. Why? Because penis got a mosquito bite. Happy day. Glad I'm not a man. Or a boy. Human. Humans. Yeah. Imagine if it went in the hole. Some ERs, you know? Yeah. I tried to buy, we tried, I did with my money. I adopted some honeybees in Florida. I'm sure it was Florida, somewhere in the USA. All those oranges, lemons, limes, grapefruits, etc. All those honeys. Honey, honey, honey. I want to hear that song by ABBA. I don't see any honeybees out there. I don't see any bees. Maybe a month later, I'll see some bees. I've yet to see any mosquitoes. It's been very quiet in this neighborhood. Not even a mosquito. I remember one year I had a mosquito land on me. I don't want to kill the mosquitoes. I just want to flick them. You know, mosquitoes have. They should go be. Are there such things as mosquitoes that are vegetarian and don't bite and suck on blood of all species? I mean, you know, I wonder, tomatoes, etc. It'd be hilarious to see a whole swarm of them. And right by again, their swatters out, mosquito repellents out, and they just go eat some vegetables instead, feeding off us humans. I'm laughing if there's any mosquitoes alive nowadays and or reproduced with my blood. Since bit me. That's absolutely hilarious. And only mosquitoes. Nowadays, only mosquitoes. That is too funny. All doctors, all healthcares, all historical, all geographical, all financial, all hysterical. I'm in hysterical good mood. That's making me happy for right into my coffee. That and the honeybees. And did any of those mosquitoes take my blood onto somebody else and bite? And I just think it's funny. I never had to have sex. All during. It's not even my fault. Mosquito, with and or without, I flicked it. I just moved on to the next one. Good times. All my windows are closed, living off of AC. I want to get one of those personalized fans that's ISP chargeable, and I could just unplug it and just, you know, you know, have that. Because I'm supposed to allegedly avoid the heat because I had chest pains and the doctors wrote it off as fainted, which is stupid. It's like because I have had chest pains, and that's what they do. And with the chest pains, if anybody knows you have neck pain, etc., when it's the heart, you can end up vomiting, right? The doctors wrote off as fell. I'm like, fuck off, it's not fell. I never fell, I fainted. I got dizzy and passed out. That's not falling, etc. Not falling, not fell. I'm like, I see and hear all about, other people ranted about healthcare in North America, allegedly USA. And I'm like, you should come to Canada sometime, especially around Toronto. The healthcare system outside there is worse. I mean, who hired those people? Should get reprimanded, definitely judiciary, and fired. Because in addition to those ones, and or without suit, because they're the worst things ever. I mean, were it to be privatized healthcare, would it have been any better? I doubt it. Still can't get over that I went about something that the doctor diagnosed broken. I don't care who, what, where, when, why, how, and names showed and told any different, and told me to go to Amazon, which I'm still not going to do. Go to Amazon to get a stupid split because I can get one anywhere. I mean, why advise? Who taught that? Seriously. And who taught the educator to teach that the employers, the employees? It's stupid. The staff should be fired. And the other staff that are more qualified and more professional, more educated, more taught, should, can, could, may, must, need. Does the hospitals provide that stuff? Well, then they should provide that. Is a doctor really going to prescription that the patient may, must go online and order from Amazon a splint, a crutch, anything? A splint? Seriously? That's ridiculous and unemployable. Those other people, doctors, and their employers, and their educators. Stupid. Instead, they should have referred me to, the staff, the person that gave me the original splint that was too small. I should have been with that person and got another one, a bigger size, not charged, and or another employee and gave me one, maybe charged me the same and or less, and gave it to me, plunked it on my arm. And I have to get an x-ray this month. I have to get this x-ray. I've been so busy. X-rays technology. X-rays. What happened to modern technology? X-rays are all historical, all geographical, no financial. What happened to modern technology like ultrasounds and MRIs, etc., and advancements? Possibly could have had to been, I've had problems with this since 2006 accident, and this later since. Now I got all that shit to get over, all that trouble, but who cares? I'm here. I'm doing better. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% yet, but I'm getting there. I'd say I'm definitely 40% feeling better. 40%. Hopefully, next 2 or 3 weeks, 20% more feeling better. hopefully the things I put on myself later, even if I do just 7 minutes indoor walk fit and more physiotherapy exercise, I should really be wearing that thing on my wrist. Not both, but definitely my left one. I mean, my wrist was well used. I was a music student for how many years when I was growing up? And even just taught myself some music. My wrists were well used. And my neck. And my Kanwakin. And athletics, active. I mean, sure, it seems stupid and silly to many others that, oh, wow, she's using only just a pound. Oh, wow, she's just using 2 or 3 pounds. Wow, it's too funny. It can be, but then if you look at all the historical, all the geographical, and all the financial, it's better and greater than not any. At least myself. So I like that kind of stuff. Peace, 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 peace. I could spend hours doing research on word bees. You know, I love bees. I mean, it's a part of nature you have to get used to. Although eventually, it is. It can be very delicious and amusing. Honey. Allegedly vegan, allegedly not vegan, allegedly plant-based, and honeybees. Here's a pretty lake. You. Hello. Hello, turkey. Hello. Bees. I'm wearing a little bit of white, I suppose. Wait. Wait. I am getting some white scrunchies hopefully soon. Oh, and one of my last clothes I buy this year, seriously, we buy me this year, unless it's undergarments. Switch that I wear almost every day I do a live stream. I'm not going to tell you why more, other than it's going to be a hoo-ha and a hit me of a doozy of a comment. My replies to all. All better and all greater, all better than the ones I wore before. Instead of being an internet trolling stalker, I'm just going to wear it on my chest. And do any haters and stalkers want to reply, use the chat area and comment areas I have on, and or show and tell it on the internet, vlog it for yourselves, and or live stream with and or without me finding out about it. Just go for it. Although do not come to on and out from my doors and windows. Other people not welcome. Honey is welcome today. Honey, 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 and mac and cheese. Brazil nut. Mac and cheese. Honey, honey. Do I like my honey? like pine cones, and I like to even bring it, not always from outside because, but manufactured and or made, make a wreath. I like to buy a Christmas wreath. I would have it outside my front door, although because I'm not allowed. I'd actually put a wreath maybe on my closet door or a bathroom, any kind of door. It's beautiful. I just have all those pine cones. And I put a daisy in my back garden, whether it's natural Bellis daisy and or Bellis perennius. I'm still not using those flower seeds that we got a packet of. I'm not planting those. Absolutely not. I didn't get any residuals. I'm not doing it. But that one, a little bit of nature out there. A wildflower. It's not hurting anybody. Didn't give me COVID-19, SARS, and it didn't give me influenza type A. It's just out there in its own little space, growing. Reminds me of my cat, Rudy Noel. When alive, and since dead. It is. They do. Maybe the next bee I adopt, name it Petunia. There's names, I've even named honeybees 1, 2, and 3 and stuff, and they've got the most beautiful faces. I swear by it. You ever look close up, even with a magnifying glass, and see their faces? Can you photograph one and see their beautiful faces? Oh, they're just so cute. They're such little beauties. The prettiest little things. Yeah, they can kill. Are you allergic to? And they sting. Bees. It's like anything else, the older you get, your allergies can change. Maybe you didn't have an allergy, you can develop an allergy, you could have had an allergy and then not have it anymore. It's really interesting. It's the Knoggin, it's the mind. It could change anything and everything with its own health. Physically, emotionally. I mean, I'm feeling better already since earlier today. I'm smiling and feeling happier again. Hello. Mind Knoggin. It's all the mind. Mind over matter. Mind. With science and entertainment. Myself, all before, all during, all later, and all since myself. I could not get my mind. I thought about stuff earlier today, cried it out, and here I am happier. Feeling better, more. Changed my own physical, mental, emotional health. Feeling better. Looking better too. Possibly because it's mac and cheese day too. I'm really looking forward to eating more mac and cheese. It's making me feel better. Because I have to walk and get it. So I'm feeling better because I have to walk and get it myself. My own mentality's making me do that. Not everyone is going to believe me and agree with me, although only the most intellectual and knowledgeable, acknowledged other people should, can, could, may, must, and need. I mean, I live in proof, and there's been case studies and documented, and others too witnessed. It happened, other people, and I'm one. The only thing is, I have to take a pain reliever occasionally, or two. I like the doctor that showed and told me, just the pharmacist, one as needed. So I'm like, that's good. One as needed. Many nights I take one or two, and when desperate, I'll take a one or two during the day. This pain was awful. My left knee. I remember one evening wanted to get something from under my bed, so I went to kneel, and I cried. Pain was excruciating. Not a pain reliever, no muscle relaxant. I just had to wait it out because it was too painful. Sure, I could have went to the hospital and sat around in an ER waiting for hours on end, with the staff forcing me to bend my knee without x-rays or anything. The discomfort of sitting in a wheelchair for hours on end, and or a chair without them caring and expecting me to walk on it. Alleged soft tissue injured, alleged sprain, alleged ligament damaged. Painful. The swelling, the discomfort, the disformity that I hope is only temporary. My left knee is worse than my right now. Holy crap. Ridiculous. I didn't even get an IV, just to rehydrate because I was maybe dehydrated. It didn't give me anything. Didn't even provide. I had to eat food that was not emergency healthcare food. And then I should have at least a couple of weeks of electrolytes this summer. I like to put that stuff in me. You know what I want to have before I have mac and cheese dinner tonight? Alleged V8. I'm thirsty. If I don't have it before, I'm definitely having one tomorrow. V8. Hi, tree hugger. Hello. How's your mother? Mom, how are you? It's coming. So I have that my cat is all animals, all fur babies, and all plants, with and or without one being like a pet. Foodie Beauties, the real Foodie Beauties. I'm the human real Foodie Beauty. And this that I named as the raw radish. Look, beautiful radish. My other one that I use for other purposes that I'm not going to be vlogging on very and or post much of anything on, really, all about myself and one and more others, my own community posts, videos, etc. Because my cat died, I want to put a rainbow. And the profile photos, the cover photos, the banners, I have photos of my cat died dead because he's just so beautiful, and he was just such a beautiful, loving cat. Nice, fluffy. I miss his breathing on my face before and after he vomited on me. My cat, that is, vomited on my face. Oh, I'm going back a long time. He did. I was just like, oh, just, I woke up, oh, God. Oh, and it was even worse when it was the other end. Oh, right on me. He couldn't control it. Just did. And I was, oh. And some people were very courteous and or kind about it all and are nice and accepted me as, because I'm usually very hygienic and, oh. And I'm sure in some photos of me earlier, there was probably a pee stain here and there. Sometimes I noticed, sometimes I didn't. And I've had to replace lots of my clothes because they were soiled and or his back claws caught them, which is fine. I didn't mind. I didn't punish. I don't care. I mean, I kept some, although not all. And do I have another furry? I'll probably do the same for a baby. And just, like a cat, a bird, a fish. A fish. Oh, I'll go on a shopping spree. I'll probably buy myself a new pair of socks and or a pair of panties. Fish. Cheers. Let's get on with our day and get some tea for my mom and have my lunch mac and cheese. You can hear me making it. Beauty bite. Beauty bite. Oh, someone reported me. The real Foodie Beauty is live and not content violated self-harm policy. That's absolutely ridiculous. Obviously somebody has nothing greater and better did than lied. With and or without themselves being the hater and stalker. I know I'm not. Themselves were. $1,378 viewers. Wow. How ridiculous is that, eh? Use the comment area, chat area, let me know. I have another coffee. YouTube should can could may must and need showed and told me show and tell me that complainant name and all who, what, where, when, why, how. We do not allow we do not allow content that glorifies or promotes eating disorders. This includes content that depicts or explicitly details someone engaging in eating disorders or disordered eating behaviors. We review educational, documented, artistic, and scientific content on a case-by-case basis. We make limited exceptions for content with sufficient and appropriate context and where the purpose of posting is clear. I didn't do anything. I didn't do any ED. I'm often journaling. Journaling is not ED. It's not eating disorder. And as they removed the content from YouTube, I appealed. They're wrong. It had not any sufficient and appropriate context to be eating disorder. Did nothing self-harm. As you all witnessed once more. I was discriminated, prejudiced, and prejudged. I was hated. I was internet trolled by YouTube. From YouTube. Oh my. See if I get a response about my appeal. Well, it was a local resident that complained and or employee, staff, and or their employer. I hope they realize that all that I just showed and told is those other people disturbed and annoyed me. and they lied. Whoever the complainant was lied. Not ED. My journaling is not eating disorder related. It's just, I hope many healthcare workers, if not all, when all, should stand by me on that their healthcare includes writing, documenting food intakes with and or without beverages. That's a normality. Journaling. Many healthcare facilities with and or without psychology have shown and told patients that they should journal and not be ED. Use a timer. 15 minutes. When I'm cooking vegetables such as broccoli and cauliflower, I like to put the stems down first and have the florets facing upwards. That way the stems that are the hardest cook as al dente. It's the final countdown. The joy of technology. Want to see my knee? Okay. I'm gonna get a beverage. I need a beverage. Beauty bite. I do not promote ED. One and more ED. Actually, I'm quite the opposite. Instead, well-being and fitness. Body positivity and natural aesthetics. Aesthetics. Natural aesthetics and body positivity. Active and athletic. And caloric. At least 600 calories. Every day. At least. Because it's good. If you do the calorie counting of many foods, you can eat lots that are lots without overeating and without undereating, sounds like not many calories, but when you see the amounts of foods, lots of calories. Enough to, can eat a salad, and it's barely even 400 calories. Awesome. Fantastic. Fabulous. I mean, today my knee was feeling a bit stiff, so I walked around here home, hoping I feel better. I don't want to elevate it all day, although I should elevate maybe a few minutes. Just a couple minutes. I mean, any resident and or the visitor and or condominium corporation that has and did and does reported my social media themselves instead did and did not sections 2A, 2B, be it PSCC 850 and or worded other words, same meanings and definitions, same documented. That's them. That's not me. That's not us. We didn't do that. They did not. They do not. Sections 2A and 2B. They did not. Did do sections 2A and 2B. And all those, all names, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, should, can, could, may, must, and need, not disturbed and not annoyed us. We should, can, could, may, must, and need enjoyed here and elsewhere in the building, elsewhere in the complex, all elsewhere, all here, all everywhere. And if it's not anybody that's that, well, yar who yar. You're just an internet trolling, lying stalker. Hateful. Misinformation. I'm not doing any self-harm. Eating a Brazil nut and writing it down on paper. Ink and paper. It's not an eating disorder. It was not an eating disorder. Writing down that I ate a Brazil nut. And meal planning, meal prepping, snacks, beverages. Not an eating disorder. It's not harmful. It's not self-harm. That's all misinformation, that complaint. wonder how parking security is doing these days. Today, that is. Security. I wonder were all security's cameras all on, all recording, all recorded as they're supposed to. Today, all earlier, all during, all later. No sense. This is quite comfortable actually. Hasn't been in a while. This is what most all my doctors actually, showed and told me I should, can, could, may, must, and need, did, and do. All residential and all public. Eating a Brazil nut and writing it down on a piece of paper is not self-harm, or not self-harm, was not self-harm, and didn't hurt me, didn't harm me, and it didn't hurt, and it didn't harm anyone else. It's a ridiculous misinformation, lying. It's just complete or utter nonsense. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Do you agree with me? Use the like button and leave a like. And use the chat area, let me know. Oh, wow, I did a sit-up almost. Hello, Angela Ritchie. Oh, why do you upload pictures of my gran and claim that she stalks and harasses you when she has been dead for 11 years? Why do you tell me? Well, you showed up. Why are you? Why are you here? Harassing and stalking me today. Angela Ritchie. Why are you here, Angela? Why do you upload pictures of my gran and claim that she stalks and harasses you when she has been dead for 11 years? Why do you tell so many lies? I'm not lying. You're on my social media, internet trolling, cyber, stalking, harassing, predatory, resenting, racist, bigot, discriminating, prejudicing, prejudging me. Why? I didn't invite you. Is that you? You haven't aged very attractive. It doesn't even look like you.
Hey guys, today we're looking at section 19.3, which is deals with ocean pollution. I'm not going to give lecture notes on this section. You're going to have two activities.
Hey everybody! My name's Allie.
8th grade. Today we went over chemical properties. Definition for chemical properties is...
Yes, I Googled to try and find that stalker. You, Angela Ritchie. So I can reset my privacy settings. You have a lot of other people online pretending to be you. Wow. Really, you used to have a scar on your face. It's amazing how many of you there are on YouTube. We are allegedly from Scotland, Alloa Clackmannanshire. Why don't you type some more before I show my mom who you are? And that you're the one that's the bad one. The one that's all bad, all purposeful, all wrong, all not lawful, all not legal, all not sane, all not competent, and all not employable, once more. Just like all your other alleged relatives, Richie and Maud and Thompson. I'm not the one lying. You came onto my social media. Today we're supposed to be only doing mac and cheese. Celebrating. Yeah, I'm gonna show her. You're a stalker. Mom, who is Angela Ritchie? Angela Ritchie. She's on my social media. Oh, she's commented on cover. That's another viewers. Her name, Angela Ritchie. I didn't finish this. Here. call you?
But she's never called me.
Lately. They're on the social media having a go at you. And you're the one that's sapping it
I
up.
don't have it.
Mom, stop it. That's why you're taking memory pills. One of the reasons, yes. Mom, it doesn't matter. I showed it to you. Try and remember. See, you've upset my mom, Angela. You're feeding off her mental health. You're spewing a bunch of lies. It's an old photo. And if you don't like it, what are you going to do? More internet trolling? More stalking online? You're going to pick up the phone with and or without your dad, your parents, and harass my mom? Or you're going to go to your Uncle Norman and complain? Because you've all done it. You've all did it. It's not us. It's you. You're harassed. You're hating. You're jealous. You're envious. You're bullying. Your threats. Your harassments. You're violence. Predatory, resentful, racism, bigotry, discriminations, discriminatory, prejudice, prejudices, internet trolling, and stalking us, cyber. And then you're probably going to try and figure out how else to reach out. Harass my mom, phone calls. Harass me, phone calls, more internet. Because you have nothing greater and nothing better to do. You're not related to me very. You're off my mom's side of my family, allegedly. And that's a classic example of why I don't want to know you. Reporting it as harassment and bullying. Harassment or bullying. And you're also not only harassing me, you're harassing that other person you mentioned, your grandmother. I just asked why did you upload a picture of my gran several weeks ago claiming she stalks and harasses you. It's a simple enough question. Why? Was that photo with Norman? That's why. And it's not a simple enough question. It's public, social media, your internet trolling, harassing me and that other person. I don't even know who you are. Just hearsay from my mom and by my mom. You're not going to ruin my day. I'm going to continue with it. I'm not going to remove your comments. I'm going to let you get seen and heard as the stalker you are. Say hi to your mom for me. Unbelievable yet real. I wonder who that really is, although Angela Ritchie. Because anybody could go that off the social media and put it there. Excuse me. Excuse me. I mean, any other haters and or stalkers comments like that today on my chat and or comment areas, I do report, unless it's about mac and cheese, you know, hateful comments and misinformation and lies and slander and defamation. I do report, unless it's about mac and cheese. Mac and cheese? Cooking mac and cheese. You know, my mother's side of the family, alleged other relatives are often worse than anybody, everybody. My father and my father alleged other relatives, my father's side of my family, honestly, such as, just as I've read and showed and told you, and my mom. And all should, can, could, may, must, and need, showed and told, and show and tell all those names and all those, all who, what, where, when, why, and how happened. Because it's not me. I'm not doing it. Somebody else typed all that up. And that it's not me. This is not my mom. Angela Ritchie. Wouldn't surprise me if they went to the Active Adult Center of Mississauga, Central Parkway Mall, Square One Shopping Center, Square One Older Adult Center, and or Mississauga Senior Citizen Center, and stalking and internet trolling, harassing, and all that other stuff. Myself and my parents and my parents' parents, my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all animals, all pets, all fur babies, and me, more, and or less. Although they were there. Wouldn't surprise me any. With all their misinformation, false allegations, false accusations, and all who, what, where, when, why, and how, and all names tried, showed, and told that they weren't prejudging. Doesn't matter, they shouldn't have did that. Here, there, all elsewhere, all everywhere. With and or without one and more other persons. $20.25. All condominium rules and regulations such as 2A and 2B, sections 2A, 2B, and all laws. Ridiculous. Doesn't that look good? My serving of cooked mac and cheese. Use the comments area, the chat area. Let me know. Do you like? Are you eating? Did you eat? Did you like mac and cheese? This new serving of, I added some cooked cauliflower and broccoli, stovetop cooked. Mac and cheese. Mac and cheese day, July 14th. This is good. Please use the like button. Leave a like. Likes. And subscribe. Mac and cheese day 2025. Good. That's a gravy too. Sauce. All done. Eat my mac and cheese, broccoli, and cauliflower. Oh God, there's another complaint. I really don't care what you say about my family, as you don't matter enough for me to care what you say, as most of it is lies anyway. All I care about was why you brought my grand into it. For somebody that doesn't care, you're on my social media, my internet, YouTube, and put that chat comment out there yourself. You don't really care about what I say about your family, as I don't matter enough for you to care what I say, as most of it is lies anyway. Only most of it, not all of it. Well, all of it are not lies. All of it were not lies. But at least you admitted that there are and were guilt. Not all lies. If you don't like it, don't come on it. I mean, it's public. Reset your privacy settings. It's private. And then you can't, you know. You know, you're the ones put yourselves out there on my social media, on my internet, and all elsewhere, all everywhere. I didn't do that to you today, and all other times. Where do you live? In Telebuddy, Telecruchy, Alwa, and or? Will the police there find out what you've did today, and they arrest you? You get before a justice of peace and jailed, harassment, internet trolling, stalking, etc., cyber, and all during and all later, and all since, all other times too. You were on internet, my social media, Bellis, one and more, harassments and bullying, stalking, internet trolling. From there, phone calls, and all other how-to, including mail, phones, etc. You, Angela Ritchie, are ridiculous. You were like a niece to me, if ever. We're like, what, my alleged second cousin on my mom's side of my family. I don't care about you more than you don't care about me. Although you're the one put yourself out there public, doing more harassments, bullying, prejudging, stalking, internet trolling, and all that other stuff I mentioned. I'm not doing that to you. And unlike you, the hater, the jealous, the stalker, internet trolling, my profile, I show my face. I show myself. I have nothing to hide. Not anything, because I'm not guilty. Yours is the letter A. Who cares? You're ridiculous. You're pathetic. For a person that doesn't care what I say, you most definitely cared today. Published comment, public. And I'm not mentioning your gran anymore. You did. Angela Ritchie. I'll do you. This is the mac and cheese I cooked myself. Oh, excuse me. Oh wow. Angela Ritchie is now stalking more her grandmother and my mom and I. Internet trolling in my chat. And this is the mac and cheese I cooked my mom. Oh, let's see what the celebrity stalker Angela Ritchie has to say. Or, of course, there was fault on both sides. They could have been a bit more sensitive towards your mental health issues and not been so quick to disown you. It's the other way. They got mail. They all got letters and documents that I disowned them. I care about my gran, and she was good to you, and her and Auntie Sheena were close. So out of respect, please stop uploading pictures of her and saying untrue things about her. Out of respect, why don't you fuck off and get off my social media and mind your own business? I hope the police arrest you. I hope, do I show and tell a lawyer, one and more, and or pro bono, they sue you for slander and defamation. My mental health issues. What mental health issues do I have that you don't have? You have mental health issues, alleged attention deficit hyperactive, obvious obsessed. I don't have any new photos of your gran to upload. Why would I upload photos of your gran? Estelle, your alleged grandparent Estelle. It's none of your business. You put yourself out there. You came onto my internet, my social media. You internet trolled me. You found me with your parents and or Norman. With and or without those 3 other people. You did it, not me. And how close were they? I remember she used to phone call me and tell me to move out of my own home. That's not being close. That's not being good to my mom and I. That's not any good. There's phone records and police reports, incidents, and occurrence numbers everywhere and anywhere. You're a liar. And there was not fault on both sides, only your side. Oh, here comes the more hate and misinformation and slander and defamation. Okay, it's clear you don't have the mental capacity to have a mature conversation without being defensive and aggressive. That's a lie. You're the one that's defensive and aggressive. And I have the mental capacity to continue reporting all your comments accordingly and eventually resetting my privacy settings and trying to block you. What? She's finished. Did you hear that, Angela? My mom is finished. And do you phone call my mom and or send mail anywhere, everywhere, including where I worked and other socials and hobbies and centers, etc.? You and all those other people you alleged related to my mom and I, with obviously the only mental capacity of a stalker that you are, all of them, including your parents and that Norman, stalkers and anyone else that's ever did. That's who you really are. You're stalkers, harassments and bullying. Nobody ever has to give in to you. Nobody. You reached out to me. I did not reach out to you. You have the mental capacity of a stalker, Angela. Not me. Tea? Well, I don't need it. I'm going to put the kettle on. And Angela, that's allegedly your niece. She's on the internet spewing all lies, no misinformation. She's a little troublemaker. I reported her. Well, say it has nothing to do with you. She mentions you by name. Doesn't even know your real name. Yeah, she's mentioned you online by name. By name. And me by name. In front of more than 1,000 other viewers, audience. Wouldn't surprise me if I go back and sit there now, finishing my lunch. She's back on her internet trolling. You heard? That Angela, she's online again. Oh yeah, here she is. Back more. Just keep, you do what you're doing if it makes you feel better about yourself. And please show Auntie Sheena, who you should not be mentioning online publicly, Angela, Richie, Angela. And please show Auntie Sheena these comments word for word and not make up lies as they have wished no one any harm. That's bullshit. You just wished harm. You just threatened us. You just threatened us, and you lied about mental capacity. You're the one that says the mental capacity of harassing, bullying, violence, violent, predatory, resentful, racism, bigotry, discriminations, prejudice, prejudice, internet trolling, and stalking, cyber, and all elsewhere. All I ask, see, again, stalker, Angela, all I ask is you stop talking about my grand. You're the one bringing her up once more. I didn't mention her. As I said, let her read all these messages, please, and not tell her lies. Take care, goodbye. I've already showed and told her, and she can hear me from here. And does Norman reach out to her on the phone more, stalking us more? Of course we're going to mention that you've been online. If my mom doesn't do it, I will, because he has been doing it too. And I'm not mentioning her anymore. You are. I didn't even mention her today. You're just a liar. And all you want to do is upset my mom. My mom that is disabled and ill. You show up on my internet, social media, YouTube, to upset my mom and I. That's all you did. All you do. Your goodbye means nothing to me because you're up to mischief. That's all you're good at. Were your dad alive? He wouldn't have allowed you. I hope they all disown you, because they should disown you, not me. Because I don't care. Because you don't know what's real. You never have and never will. You're that same little... How's your father, Rap Mitchell? Do you keep in touch with Kathleen? And how's her son? He must be grown up all right now. And I hope they find out you've been online, because your father had a temper, and so does she. Because were any of the locals ever to find out about this in Alloa, Clackmannanshire, Edinburgh, Scotland, they'd have it out with you, you know. And I hope some of those other people on the internet, alleged social media and virtuals, find out what you've been up to. And they spew all over the place and show and tell the truth. That I didn't want to mention anybody today. You're the one that mentioned them. You've been after us for more than 15 years. Why don't you grow up and get a life? And I could show her the messages. You'll just upset her. It's not me. I've shown and told her that all that, and all you and all the other ones that put internet trolling, harassment, bullying, lying, all that other stuff, stalking us off and on and off the internet. And please stop mentioning my showing and telling my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies, and myself, public, all published, all internet, all social media, everywhere, all there, here, all elsewhere, all everywhere, everywhere. Angela. Ponytail. Ugh. Do you agree with me? Use the chat area. Let me know. Use the like button. Let me know. Likes. Use the comment area today's videos. Leave a comment. Mac and cheese day. Do you like mac and cheese? Did you eat mac and cheese today? Did you eat mac and cheese today? Do you like mac and cheese today? I like mac and cheese today. With and or without a vegetables. wow, is she gone? Amazing. Angela's gone. I'm uploading on my community post page where that stalker mentioned, showed and told, internet trolled, stalking, internet trolling, more stalking, harassments, bullying, threats. See all yourselves, I'm not lying. You can comment there if you want to. And my community post, please use the like button and leave a like. Do you support me? Do you like me? New poll about that? That Angela harassed, bullied, internet trolled, stalking us. There's bound to be, well, there's already one yes. I know it's a yes. There must be another yes. Please vote. Angela harassed, bullied, internet trolled, stalking us. I mean, she's right out there. All her messages in the chat. Instead of, mac and cheese. And she can go on my my community post page, and she'll see I'm going to show and tell all the more that she did. She put herself on my internet. Angela harassed, bullied, internet trolled, stalking us. and not any parking security, and not any security guard, and not any securities, well, alleged concierge, and not any security cameras all on, all securities cameras on, recording and recorded. Should, can, could, may, must, and need allow that other person, Angela, alleged, factual, other persons to add on in, out, from, and by, here, and all elsewhere, all everywhere, my family, and all elsewhere, all everywhere, all about, and all to, and all about my parents, and my parents' parents, and my parents' parents' parents, and my parents' 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 parents, and all pets, all fur babies, and all animals, and me. Very. Forever and always. All here, all there, all elsewhere, all everywhere. And do you see any of them in Canada, North America? They should not, all those named people, Angela, and all the other ones, should, cannot, could not, may not, must not, and need not, to, add, on, in, out, from, and by Canada, and anywhere and everywhere, all those Bellises and myself, a Bellis, obviously. Obviously. Today, all earlier, all during, all later, all since, forever, always. All before, all during, all later, and all since July 1, 2006, all before, all during, all later, and all since May 15, 2010, all before, all during, all later, and all since December 19, 2018, all before, all during, all later, and all since before December 19, 2023, and all other times. Oh look, the stalker has returned with another negative comment and lies. Angela, listen, I have no intention of coming to Canada, so all the rubbish you are spouting makes no sense. All I've asked is to stop uploading pictures of my grand. Your rant is unnecessary. Obviously not. Whoever is typing that needs psychiatry. and he's judiciary punished. Seriously. Stalker. Yeah, you are, Angela. You're stalking us. And you're stalking that other person you keep mentioning, your gran. It's none of your business. Oh.
this shit whack, man. I just found this shit.
Yeah, my mom Transalp rides. Transalp has declared a severe weather event from Monday, July 14 to Thursday, July 17 due to the heat forecast. Who cares? My mom doesn't have any rides booked. That's so much harassment online. It's not funny, but oh yeah, it is sometimes. The heat advisory. Is there a no vote? It's probably Angela voted for herself. Angela harassed, bullied, internet trolled, stalking us. Excuse me. Beauty burp. I mean, the community guidelines and everything, it's supposed to be just a little chat, not threats of bullying, harassments, violence, violent, all that stuff. Prejudices, prejudges, discriminations, resentful. I mean, I disowned that Angela years ago. Carol Geldman, why are you posting photos of her and you're a fucking monster? Well, two reasons. One, my mom was allegedly there. Two, I'm not a monster. That photo was taken more than 20 years ago. Photograph, that is. And I'm not the monster. It's just a family photo that I have. It's a photo I'm allowed to have. I'm always allowed to have. And is it in the background? Even if it was on an end table or something, it could be missed. Indeed, was seen and should not be removed. That's not me. It's just like them having a photo of us on a piece of furniture and in the background. that's not them being monsters. It's just a photo of that they kept. It's just what it is. And if you go on my community post page, I'm not the monster. She's the monster that came on the internet spewing all that stuff, all that misinformation. And you are harassing or bullying that alleged gran, not me. She asked you to stop, sociopath, take your schizo meds and think about how others feel. You basically all day like a narcissist. Well, a narcissist and a sociopath and a schizo are 3 different things. So you should do your research before you promote misinformation, because obviously you're obsessed and or compulsive and grandiose delusional that I give a care what you showed and told. Get. Oh, of course. I'm not even gonna mention that. I don't isolate myself all days. I'm recuperating from injuries, wounds that occurred earlier this year. I had a death in my family, and I think it's monstrosities, monsters, yourselves, showing up on my social media with and or without your actual real names and stuff. Go read her comment. She's back. That Angela, she's internet trolling and stalking us more. She's there. I'm not on her social media internet. She's on mine more. She's the monster. You're the monster. It's not the fact you uploaded the picture. It's because you accused her. I never even mentioned that one bit, Angela. That's all lies and all misinformation. Stalking, harassing. I did not mention those 2 words whatsoever when she was. I never even mentioned that. I didn't threaten you. I did not mention that. You're straight. Barilla. I had one interaction with you, and you accused me of threatening you. Girl, you are clearly not well. That's not true whatsoever. I'm not ministering karma. It's not kind. It's kind of nasty. I'm not doing anything nasty. And I even have 1 vote that's yes, the Angela harassed, bullied, internet troll stalking us. You already doxed yourself. I'm going to post a Yelp forever post. So, yeah, you do that, and I hope you get raped by a thing and get put in prison. Well, not raped. I hope you get cheesed. Because obviously you don't do your research, and all that is all misinformation. Because you put yourself out there. I hope you lose your channel. I hope YouTube takes you down. Because I'm not that kind of offender. I didn't mention anything. If anyone's that is yourselves. No, you don't even remember, Carol, what you typed all the way up there. And the message was retracted. So there you go. You can't remember that you wished that on me. And said, I wish you be cheesed. I laugh at that's the police finding out it's all on the internet, trying to arrest all of you. Oh, the Scottish. I'm not paranoid. You do it, you get reported. I'm reporting you again. Well, if you're a minor, how did you get on my social media? It's only for 18 years old and older. I am very well, thank you. My doctors have all witnessed that. Everyone has witnessed it, that instead of all you stalkers, internet trolling, you're supposed to be my audience, viewers, fans, not stalkers. I'm not paranoid. Obviously, you're real. Anyone can access YouTube, you pathetic idiot. Really, I have my settings that it's only for adults, only 18 years old and older. So there you go. And I hope you're getting all the feedback from the internet that you've been reported. I mean, all Angela has done this afternoon, my time, is been on my internet. I do not posted that. I do not wish S/A on underage children she dislikes. I never showed and told that whatsoever, Carol Geldman, or whatever your name is. No, I said cheese, not that. Parmesan. Oh, and all the messages have been retracted, except Angela. Some of the other ones. Well, as long as there's a yes, that's what I go by. Yes, when it's my polls. I don't abide by any of the no's. My mom and I are having tea. I'm going to drink my tea offline. Thank you very much, because there are a bunch of weirdos on the internet right now instead of normal vloggers. The ones I've mentioned. The haters. Hi, Carol Gilman. Hello, Carol Gilman? Gil- Hey, Avril, hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yes, I am. And to listen, all I asked was for you to stop talking about my family. You are the one who went into a rant, put in a post about me, and said, what the hell? And I posted it all on my community post page because you're stalking me. And your gran and all your family you mentioned instead. Just showing it as it was and is and be, and you did. And Snelka Gerbil. Sorry if I mispronounced. Hello. Hi. Still one yes. Voted. One yes. And that yes I promoted positively. It's not me that's message retracted, by the way. Time is it in Canada? It's 3:05. So it's in the evening in the UK. Around 8 or 9 p.m. I suppose. It's past somebody's bedtime. Angela's left. It's past Angela bedtime. I don't even know where she's doing it from. All that internet trolling, harassments, etc. Internet trolling, etc. Stalking. I don't know where she's doing it from. She's in Scotland and or elsewhere. I don't know where the Angela is doing that all from. In my chat. On my chat. Angela, please don't lower yourself and get on like you are. I haven't threatened or harassed you. I made a simple request, and out of respect for my gran, your mom's sister, I hope you will stop. Your gran alleged mom. Your alleged grand sister. Angela, please don't. Your alleged alleged sister, my mom. What proof do you have to support that evidence? You haven't shown anything. That's just hearsay. That's not proven. That's just gossip. At least I showed and told documented evidence. There's no proof. You're just hearsay. You haven't harassed. You've been harassing me all day since you showed up on my internet. The real Foodie Beauty. You didn't make a simple request, and it wasn't out of respect of anybody. You are stalking that other person you alleged your gran and me and my mom. And now you have threatened that you hope I will stop. Angela, I haven't stalked or harassed you. Okay, Angela, I haven't stalked or harassed you, nor have I threatened you. I will now leave you to have your childish rant. You don't have the mental capacity to have a civil conversation. That's because you're disowned, and I don't want to know you. Off and on and off the internet. And the real Foodie Beauty. At Avril Bellis, the real Foodie Beauty. And how did you find me? Online. Anyways. Huh, Angela? Because you were internet trolling me. I only looked you up to reset my privacy settings so I could hide my internet from you. Because I don't know how to do it. I don't want to have any conversations with you. Anyone, my mom's side, my family, whatsoever. Alleged Thompsons, alleged Mauds, alleged Richies. All factual. Obviously, why? I have the mental capacity to leave you all alone and not know you more. It's you that keep reaching out to us. Because you, Angela, were, be, and did stalking, internet trolling, harassments and bullying and threats, etc. instead. And nobody should, can, could, may, must, and need allows you and allowed you and all those other people into and onto anyone and anything that are, were, be, did, are, were, be, and did, all about and all to and all about my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents and my parents' 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 parents and all animals and all pets, all fur babies and myself, all historical, all geographical, all financial, and all new. Internet today and all other times. Internet today and all other times. I'm surprised you haven't shown up on my community post page and had one of your childish rants with there and left with your stalking comments. Angela. I don't even want to mention you anymore. Been disowned for more than a year. You continue on social media. It's not like you're resetting your privacy settings. You're actually leaving comments of hate. Stalking, harassments, etc. Why don't you? My mom's side of my family does that oftener nowadays than my mom alleged other relatives did that oftener than my alleged father relatives, my father's side of my family. Allegedly. Actual. By names and everything. I'm not going to go into researching anymore to find out is that the real Angela. I'm just going to report it and try and reset my privacy settings so that she cannot find more. Angela Ritchie allegedly joined 2 months ago. Ooh, I can use something. I'm going. Ooh, let me see what I can find. How to seek revenge online. Legally and lawfully. Okay, I've tried resetting my privacy settings. I don't know that it worked. Gonna have a sip of tea with you, my foodie beauties, my audience, my fans. And that one and more. Angela Ritchie, Angela supporter, fan, whatever. Angela and all the other stalkers. And all my audience and viewers and fans. Good. Have a nice day.